Hey, my name's Chris, the Rogue Painter, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I like to base my Emperor's Children army. Starting with 5 infractors, I'm going to be slapping down some cork, getting my salt bay on, sprinkling on some magic dust, and making some grey urban wastelands. Anyway, as I was just saying, we're going to use some cork. I like the 6mm stuff, or 1/4 inch if you're in America, and we're going to get something that somewhat conforms to at least part of the shape of the base. I like to have a bit overhanging with some random shapes. We're sort of picking away, making sure that we sort of keep it at least covering most of the base, and I like to have some bits exposed too, as you can see. There we check, make sure the model will fit nicely on this piece of cork, and then we use lots of super glue because cork is very coarse, and then coarse, that's not the word, it's like a sponge, and then we make sure that sticks before we start doing anything else. You'll see me doing some different variations depending on what the model looks like, the stance, or whether it has a tactical rock or not, and just purely also to make sure everything doesn't look exactly the same. I used to just have one big piece of cork, like a big concrete slab for every model, and used to make it very similar, just slightly different shapes. But now I like to really mix it up quite a lot. This one, I'm actually going to use no elevated cork base. We're going to use some mini corrugated iron and create a bit of like a Rex building kind of theme, and use a few rocks and maybe little pieces of cork to build that up. Now you see me struggling here because the super glue just wouldn't set fast enough, but I found out a trick online. If you use bicarb soda, sprinkle it on the super glue, it'll set it like immediately and really strong, so thank me later. I tend to use like stone, sand, and kitty litter to build up my bases, making it a bit more interesting, but in this case I decided a combination of the kitty litter rocks and some broken up, crumbled up cork was going to be the best fit. This gave me a bit more of a bulkier and more random feel. Speaking of, another favourite trick of mine is to get 2 pieces of cork on top of each other and then sand with my Dremel or cut away with a handsaw, add it to get more of a random or sloped surface like this. This is kind of cool, and it doesn't require me to buy the more expensive thick cork. I use some spackle or multi-purpose filler to, I guess, seal in the cork and make it a bit kind of smoother, especially where like I join 2 bits on top of each other. In the end, I think I probably should have just stuck with wood putty like Ian's of Battle does. Then we got some Elmer's glue or PVA/terrain glue, put it all over the base, or the exposed part of the base, and dunk it or sprinkle it over sand, and then just sort of shake it off so the excess comes off, and clean up the rim of the base so you don't have to sand it down later when you're trying to paint the rim. We're going to use some more of that kitty litter or some sort of medium sized rocks and sprinkle them randomly over wherever you see fit. And here's what the base is looking like. Pretty cool if you ask me. Obviously they'd be even better when they're all painted up, but I think these turned out just great. They're dynamic, unique, pretty simple, and cost effective. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know down below if you're going to be giving this basing style a try, or if you have any other tips of your own. Now I mention it, one more thing, I've actually got a new free hobby Discord channel, so if you want to join that one, it's totally free, and the link to join is through the description. I think it'd be really great if we could talk all things terrain, basing, miniature painting, and wargaming in there as well. Chat to you soon, mate.